Oh guys, what's happening? We are here for the first video in 2023. Super excited to be back in the studio making some videos here after a little time off. Hope you all had a great New Year, Merry Christmas, a happy holiday. Hope everything went well for you guys. You had a good time and was able to relax a little bit. So the first video here, I wanted to jump into a big announcement that Waves made over the break, and that is that Clarity VX and Clarity VX Pro, if you picked up those plugins for DaVinci Resolve, now run natively on your Macs, on your Silicon Macs, your M1s, your M2s. We don't have to run DaVinci Resolve in Rosetta anymore. So that's huge because we want to run everything natively if we can here on our Macs. It's just going to make everything run smoother, better, cause no hiccups or problems for you. So now they run natively. Up until this point, we had to use Rosetta, but now you're good to go. Waves updated it, and those plugins now run natively on our Macs. So I'm going to just show you real quick how to make sure that your plugin is up to date here and how it works here in DaVinci Resolve when we're running natively. So let's jump on the computer and check it out. So I'm assuming you've already purchased the Waves Clarity VX plugin and you have it installed on your machine. You've been using Rosetta. Here's how we're going to update the plugin to make sure that it'll run natively on your Apple Silicon, your M1, your M2. So you want to make sure that you've got the Waves Central app open. Now this is how you install everything, all of your Waves plugins and everything onto your computer. So open up Waves Central and it's going to kind of look like this. Now, if you have updates available for any of the plugins that you've purchased, including Clarity, you're going to see this right here. It says updates available, and we should be able to click on that. And let's see. Here's all the updates that I have. Now you can see I did not upgrade my Clarity VX Pro right here, my Clarity VX just yet. So that is what we're gonna update. So just make sure that they're checked on here like we see on the screen, and then you can come over here and hit update, and it's gonna install all of those on your machine, and you should be good to go. And then once we get into DaVinci Resolve, Resolve should just find the updated plugin, and you should be good to go there as well. So I'm just gonna go ahead and click update. We're gonna let this install. Then we'll jump into Resolve, and I'll show you how it works running natively in DaVinci Resolve here on my Mac. So while we're waiting for those updates to install, you want to make sure that DaVinci Resolve is not set to run in Rosetta. So just to double check that, you want to go to your applications, DaVinci Resolve, and then you want to find your DaVinci Resolve app right here. You want to right click on it, come on down to get info, and that's going to bring up this guy right here, and you want to make sure that this right here is not checked on. So as long as DaVinci Resolve's closed, you check this, it's not checked on. You do not want to open it in Rosetta. We want to just run it natively now. You should be good to go. So once the plugins are finished installing and updating, we can just open Resolve and we should be good to go. Once your installation is done, this message will pop up on the screen, installation complete. Just go ahead and click OK. Then you can go ahead and close Waves Central. You're good to go. You don't need to keep that open anymore. So now we're going to go jump into DaVinci Resolve. Now, when you first open Resolve, you might notice that it scans all of the plugins and searches for any updates. That's okay. Just let it do its thing. Then you can go ahead and open up a project. So I've just got a project open here with a few examples from my original video about the Clarity VX, and let's just see how well it works here. I'm going to jump over into Fairlight right here, musical notes at the bottom. Now I have a track that does not have the clarity applied, and the second track here is where I want to apply the clarity to the entire track. So I'm going to go ahead, come on over to my mixer. If you don't have your mixer open, right here at the top, we're going to go to the effects section, click on the plus. We're going to come down to Restoration AU, and we have Clarity VX, and that's what I'm going to add on. So go ahead and click that. Now, once you click that, we get this window, which is our standard Clarity window, right? And when we play through it before, when we were not running in Rosetta, we wouldn't see anything happening in this window. You could move this dial and nothing would happen. So now let's just start right here and see how it works here. We are not running Rosetta. We're running natively here on the Mac. I'm on an M1 Mac Mini. Let's play through, and I'm just going to drag this dial up. Let's see if it works. Here's what it sounds like. Does it make my voice clear? Does it get rid of the air conditioner? You tell me what it sound like on your end. Comment down below. Yeah, it's working. So no problem there. Works great on the M1 here, running natively. I'm just going to play through the two examples here just so you can see how well it works here natively on the M1. It's going to go from no clarity to playing the clarity. Here's what that all sounds like. All right, here we are. We're next to an air conditioner here. You should be able to hear this. This guy's loud, okay? It's an air conditioner, right? So if we turn on the Clarity VX, here's what it sounds like. Does it make my voice clear? Does it get rid of the air conditioner? You tell me what it sound like on your end. Comment down below. In the last and final example here, we got some music playing in the background. Hear it? Let me go ahead and turn on Clarity VX right now, and we're going to see if it can get rid of that music in the background. Now it's still playing. Same video. Let me turn it off. And let's go ahead and turn it back on. Can it pick out just my voice? Okay, so there you go. It's actually working. And one thing I did notice with the standard Clarity VX here is that we now have another way to analyze our clips. We have a broad ECO. And if I turn that on and I just kind of hover over it, we see at the bottom here, it says works on dialogue and speech only, uses considerably less CPU. So if you were trying to find out which setting works best, we now have another one here that you can try and see which one works best on your clip. And again, the effect here is as easy as just dragging this dial up and down to regulate the amount of noise reduction that you want to remove from your clip. So it works out really well here. Clarity VX is awesome, and it really does a great job. So there you go. That is the update here for the Waves Clarity VX. If you have it already, if you want to pick it up, again, link in the description below. It's great to remove some of that severe background noise and stuff from your clips. And it's great that Waves updated it now and it runs natively here on the M1 Max, the Silicon Max, and it does work here in DaVinci Resolve. And just a little side note here, if you pick up this plugin and you have problems with it, you reach out to Waves, they're going to tell you that it's not supported for DaVinci Resolve. Doesn't mean it's not going to work. It's still going to work in there. A lot of us use it just fine, as well as all the other Waves plugins here in DaVinci Resolve. It just means that they haven't tested it out and they don't officially support it, but it does a great job, and I've had no issues with it here in DaVinci Resolve, along with all the other plugins from Waves. They're awesome. I'm still going through a lot of them and trying them out, and I want to share more of them with you guys because they are awesome. They really do a great job at working with your audio here. So that wraps up this first video here for 2023, guys. Hope this was helpful. If you got Clarity VX, try it, update. You should be good to go on your Mac. And with that said, I look forward to seeing you guys in a lot more videos here in 2023. All right, guys, we'll see you in the next one. Peace.